Nuclear war. It's a phrase that sends chills down our spines, evoking a sense of dread and fear. The very thought conjures images of unimaginable destruction and devastation, cities reduced to rubble, and lives shattered in an instant. A bleak future forever scarred by radiation and conflict, where the environment is poisoned and uninhabitable. While we hope this catastrophic scenario never unfolds, it's a possibility we can't entirely ignore. The geopolitical tensions and the existence of nuclear arsenals make it a real threat. This leads to a chilling question. Where would be the safest place on Earth if a nuclear war were to occur? Is there a sanctuary amidst the chaos? While no place can offer absolute safety, some countries possess characteristics that might provide a better chance of survival in a post-nuclear world. Factors like geographical isolation, political neutrality, and self-sufficiency in resources play a crucial role in determining these safe havens. Communities around the world are taking steps to prepare for the unthinkable, building bunkers and stockpiling supplies, hoping to shield themselves from the fallout. Advances in technology and science also offer some hope, as researchers work tirelessly to find ways to mitigate the impact of such a disaster. In the end, the shadow of nuclear war serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of our world, urging us to strive for peace and cooperation to ensure a safer future for all. Defining safety in the context of nuclear war is complex. It's a multifaceted issue that goes beyond simple measures of distance or immediate protection. It's not just about being far from potential targets. The intricacies of safety involve understanding the broader implications of a nuclear event. Several factors come into play, including a country's geographical location, political stance, and ability to sustain itself in isolation. Geopolitical relationships and alliances can significantly influence a nation's risk level. Isolation, for instance, minimizes the risk of being directly targeted or caught in the crossfire. Remote locations can offer a buffer against the immediate impacts of a nuclear strike. Neutral countries, uninvolved in major global conflicts, might be less likely to be drawn into a nuclear exchange. Their stance of non-alignment can serve as a protective measure, and self-sufficiency, particularly in food and resource production, becomes crucial in a world potentially ravaged by nuclear winter and disrupted supply chains. The ability to produce and manage resources independently can determine long-term survival. Communities that are well prepared, with robust emergency plans and the ability to work together, stand a better chance of enduring the aftermath. Preparedness and resilience are key components of safety in such scenarios. Advances in technology and scientific research also play a vital role. Innovations in detection, defense, and recovery can provide additional layers of security and hope for the future. Island nations, geographically isolated by vast stretches of water, often hold a distinct advantage in terms of nuclear safety. Take, for example, Iceland. Located in the North Atlantic, far from major powers, Iceland's isolation makes it a less likely target in a nuclear conflict. Similarly, New Zealand, nestled in the South Pacific, benefits from its remoteness. These nations' distance from potential adversaries, coupled with their typically neutral political stances, enhances their safety profile in a post-nuclear world. Historically, neutral countries like Switzerland and Sweden have often been seen as havens during global conflicts. Their long-standing policies of neutrality, coupled with strong self-defense capabilities, make them less attractive targets for aggression. Switzerland, nestled amidst the Alps, boasts a terrain that provides a natural barrier against invasion. Sweden, with its robust social welfare system and history of self-sufficiency, is well equipped to handle potential disruptions. Some countries benefit from natural barriers that offer a degree of protection from nuclear fallout and potential attacks. Mountain ranges, dense forests, and vast deserts can act as shields, limiting the spread of radiation and hindering military advances. Consider Bhutan, nestled amidst the Himalayas. Its mountainous terrain provides natural protection, making it difficult to access and strategically less important in a global conflict. This combination of natural barriers and political neutrality enhances Bhutan's safety prospects. Section 6. The fallout factor, an invisible threat. While geographical isolation and political neutrality offer some protection, the threat of nuclear fallout looms large. Fallout, consisting of radioactive particles dispersed by nuclear explosions, can travel vast distances, contaminating water, soil, and air. This invisible threat can impact even the most remote locations, making it crucial to consider a country's ability to manage and mitigate the effects of radiation. Factors like prevailing wind patterns, rainfall, and the availability of underground shelters become critical in assessing a nation's resilience against fallout. Section 7. The illusion of complete safety. It's crucial to remember that no place on Earth can guarantee absolute safety in a nuclear war. The very nature of such a conflict means that its effects would be felt across the globe, transcending borders and boundaries. The interconnectedness of our world means that the consequences of such a conflict would be far-reaching, impacting even the most remote and isolated nations. In today's globalized society, no country exists in complete isolation. Trade routes, communication networks, and international relations bind us together in a complex web. The environmental, economic, and humanitarian repercussions of nuclear war would be catastrophic and long-lasting, with potential global famine, climate change, and widespread social unrest. The immediate aftermath would see cities reduced to rubble, and the long-term effects could alter the very fabric of our planet's ecosystems. Therefore, while some countries may offer a better chance of survival, the illusion of complete safety must be dispelled. Even in rural safe havens, the ripple effects of a nuclear conflict would be felt. Food supplies could dwindle, and the influx of refugees could strain resources. The idea of a completely safe refuge is a comforting thought, but it is ultimately an illusion in the face of such widespread devastation. Section 8. The Path Forward. Hope for a Peaceful Future. While contemplating the horrors of nuclear war is a sobering exercise, it's essential to remember that this scenario is not inevitable. The pursuit of peace, diplomacy, and nuclear disarmament remains our most vital task. International cooperation, dialogue, and a shared commitment to a nuclear-free world are essential to avert this catastrophic possibility. By working together, we can strive to create a future where the shadow of nuclear war no longer hangs over humanity. Section 9. A shared responsibility. Ultimately, the safest place in a nuclear war is the one we strive to create. A world free from the threat of nuclear weapons. This goal requires a collective effort, with every nation and individual playing their part. By advocating for peace, promoting understanding, and demanding responsible leadership, we can work towards a future where the question of safest countries becomes irrelevant. The survival of our species depends on our ability to prevent the unthinkable.